What's up, guys? Today we are going to make the Spider-Man decal um, with the Cricut Explorer Air 2, and this is a layered decal. I've had some people ask me how I do layered decals, so I figured I would make this video and show you guys how I do it. So this is what we're making right here, and this is an SVG that I downloaded from Etsy. I paid for and downloaded. You pay for the design, not for the copyrights to be able to sell Spider-Man. That so, but as you can tell, this is all one image, but if you split it apart, it's actually three different colors that are layered on top of each other. And then when you go to make it, it's actually going to print the eyes out there, and then the base of the face, and then the red. So I'm going to show you how I do that. Now, switch over to the camera here. One of the ones that I had made recently is this guy. This is for my back window of my car. About, I'd say about 10 inches. I think it's around 10 inches wide. Yeah, about 10 inches. And maybe 6 inches tall or so, 5.5 inches tall. So this is going to go good on the back window. I drive a Rogue, so it's got one of those smaller back windows. But this, even though it's got black, blue, red, and white, it's actually only 2 layers, and it's got a black, just like with the Spider-Man that we saw. It's got the black outline all filled in, and then the blue is on top of the black, the red is on top of the black, and the white is on top of the black. So it's really only 2 layers, which makes it a lot easier, number one, to layer it and to lay it down, but also going to make it last longer, because the more layers, the higher you go. It's just not going to last as long. This is permanent vinyl too, by the way. So that's that one, and let's go ahead and start with the Spider-Man one. Because it takes so long, I already weeded out the Spider-Man, the red face. This is what's left, which I'm actually going to save and see if I can use it as like a stencil or something. We'll see. I'll find a use for it. Set that over there. So the one that I'm actually going to put on is this. This is the end result. But with all these little tiny pieces in here, I didn't want to do it on camera. But go ahead and get the black. Okay. And then this here, camera here, if you can see this, got the white eyes. So, and there's the eyes. So this is going to be similar to the Bill's design that I did. It's because it's got the black base. You're putting one color on top of that, and then we're going to be putting the eyes on top of that. But the eyes are actually going in these holes here in the red. So I'm not layering the eyes on top of anything other than black, just like with the red. This part, kind of a pain because yes I do. This is curved, and so it wants to fold up on me. I don't have high hopes for this working. We'll see how. Might be alright. Gotta be careful because this you got to be careful if you are making this design, and I can put a link if you guys want to know where I bought the SVG. You got to be careful because when you're peeling this up, if this folds over and sticks on itself, it's not fun. I've already ruined one doing that. All right, so basically what I do, and this is, let me move this because this is kind of hard for me to see and line it up that way. So let's do it this way. Normally I would stand right over top of this and line it up so that it's perfect, but I don't know if I can get right over top of it because my camera's in. I'm going to try and do the best I can. So, line it up. Once you get it to where you like, try and put the middle down first. If you can't, that's okay. It's just, you might have some extra bubbles. Okay, smooth that all out. He kind of looks cool with the black eyes though, huh? Kind of like, kind of like Deadpool actually, but okay, let's get around. Alright, now, what I do, now that I've got that down, I'm going to take this up. I'm going to take this transfer paper up, but I'm going to leave the red on top of the black so that I can now use this or some other transfer paper. See, the hard part with this is the black is going to want to peel up because this paper isn't very adhesive. It's just enough to hold it there. So you got to go slow. I don't worry too much about getting my fingerprints all over the transfer tape because if my fingerprints even did transfer, it's going to transfer to the top of the decal, not the bottom. Just try not to touch the sticky part of the decal once I have it on. I really like that. All right. Okay. So there's the black. The red on top of the black. It ended up pretty well. Now, a pretty big piece of tape that I just had. So I'm going to try and see. Let me see if I got a smaller piece. Try and reuse some of the tape a little bit if I can. I know it's not expensive. I get sick of cutting all these tiny little pieces out. Alright, so the eyes. Put it right over like that. Oh, come on. Oh, come off. Now there's the eyes. I'm just going to do the same thing. The eyes line up. We do I'm just trying to align the SVG back here. Keeps wanting to click on. here. I'm trying to highlight these all. Center. I kind of want the eyes to fit like. And the other thing I can do is I can just delete all these and then go into my upload, insert image. Yeah, it's supposed to be more centered. So that's what I'm going to go for here. I'm going to go back to the camera here. And I'm going to try and get these centered. Oh, that could have been. Try and get these centered up. That's probably not perfect, but with it. Again, I'm not selling this or anything, so. Now, I've done these before where I go to lay down this last layer, get excited, and I just kind of rip it off, and I forget that it's sticking to the red as well. That piece. Oh. Okay, so that's our final project here. I'm going to go ahead and throw a final piece of transfer tape on it. Got a wrinkle in there. Okay. Final piece of transfer paper in there, and I'm just going to squeeze it down really good. Give it a good press down. That'll hopefully make all the layers stick together once you rip it off. And I was actually going to put this on my Cricut, but I think I'm going to put it on the back of my car with the Bills logo. Maybe down in the corner or something. My Rogue is red, so it'll look pretty good on there. That's the final product. That's how I do my layering. If you guys have any questions, go ahead and leave a comment, or you know how to get a hold of me on Facebook. Yep.